Hey everyone, this is Jeanette of Raven Rose 14. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And if you could hit that subscribe button, your support means the world to me. So today we are doing my floors. I have got two simple, cost-effective products that I use on my floors that I wanted to share with you guys. These will clean your floors as well as get them nice and shiny, like a good coat of gloss on your hardwood floors. So it's nothing too major here. It's just a Swiffer wet mop. Yeah, I just put this on and just get the floors done. I don't use I used to have one of those cedar spin things, but something happened to it when we moved. I don't know, but don't have that anymore. And then this is the finish that I use to make the hardwoods really shiny and put a good coat of it on there. I call it waxing. I don't know. Just hardwood, natural, ultra gloss finish. That's what it is. I'm putting a good gloss finish on it. So first, I'm just going to sweep. Basic old school sweep, because it's just a few crumbs on my floor, not a whole lot that I need to vacuum for. So just a couple of crumbs are in the kitchen area and then around in the dining room and the bar stool areas. And then I'm going to use my basic Swiffer and then the Swiffer wet pads to mop the floor. Again, very cost effective. Doesn't take a lot of time to do this. And it just makes it, look really nice afterwards. Like you just had your floors done professionally.
So while I wait for the dining room and the kitchen to dry from the mopping, I'm gonna go ahead and get the living room taken care of. Sweep up again just a couple of things that were under the couch and move the furniture around so I can go ahead and mop in this area. So again, while I'm letting the living room and this little entryway area dry, I'm gonna go ahead and just mop this bathroom floor real quick. Got the vacuum for this because I just know that it's easier. It's harder to see dirt on this floor because it is brown like dirt. So it's just easier to get the vacuum for this floor instead of trying to just sweep it. I probably used about, I would say, 2 pads per area. So like the kitchen required 2 pads, the dining room area required 2 pads, and the living room was just 1 pad. That entryway area was maybe 1 or 2 pads because it's a big area. And then the bathroom was 1 pad, 1 brand new pad by itself. So yeah, I like using these Swiffer pads because they just easy to just throw away right afterwards. I don't have to do a bucket and clean up and, you know, refresh the water and all of that. It's just so quick and easy, and again, cost efficient.
Okay, so I have this microfiber cloth I bought at Dollar Tree. It's on the $5 side of Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna use this microfiber side to put the quick shine solution on the hardwood floors. And this is my first time using it, and hopefully it'll be a whole lot better than the way I used to use it, which is using a microfiber cloth. And you know, you can just throw this in the washing machine as well. So I'm really excited about this working. Hopefully it's a good product to use, so we'll see. All right, let's get started.
So the first room I like to start in when I do the waxing on the floors or the shining of the floors is to do the dining room area, because it's easier to clean this area out. It's nothing in here but the table. So I'm gonna get my big handsome men children to help me move this table out. And while I'm waiting on them, I can go ahead and get this entryway area. So I just spray, not spray, but like pour just a little bit in the area that I'm mopping in. Just pour it all over the floor in that area, and then I go through and wipe it with this microfiber mop. And I'm also trying to be sure that I go in the same direction throughout the entire living space. So same direction as the wood grain is going in the area. So again, just pouring the solution directly onto the floor. I'm not mixing it with anything. It just gets poured right onto the floor, and then I'll just mop up in that area and work my way all the way back. Gotta give props to my mother-in-law. She put me onto this quick shine coat and how she does it with the microfiber cloth. But she doesn't know about this Dollar Tree mop that they have now. I'm about to tell her about that. And you can already see like how shiny that floor is and the reflection that it gives off from the windows. Oh man, I love it. What you can't see is that I also have my ceiling fan going, because this stuff dries pretty quickly. So I just make sure that I obviously pick a day where the kids are not going to be roaming around too much downstairs. So Pumpkin is at school today, so I don't have to worry about her running around. And the boys upstairs playing a video game. So yeah, not expecting them to come down anytime soon. Because then I'll probably ask them to help, but they wouldn't want to. So they stay out of my way. So I got a little pressed for time and did not get the living room area done before I had to go pick up my pumpkin. So I'm going to add that to tomorrow's to-do list and finish the living room as well as the office. So now that my pumpkin's home, the entire area is all dry down here. So because the areas I have already mopped, I have to move the furniture now to those areas. So I'm going to use these little microfiber cloths to put under the legs of all the furniture, so when I move it, it doesn't scratch the floors or cause any problems to the new coat that I put on the floors. This ottoman was actually pretty heavy. I forgot there's a whole bunch of stuff under here, so I had to take all that out in order for this thing to even slide enough for me to put the cloth under the leg. While I'm down here, I realized that this was pretty dusty. I didn't get this the other day when I was dusting. sliding too much in these socks. I had to take those off. So again, not a lot, just picking up a couple of crumbs that apparently I missed yesterday, or they developed overnight. So I know I already mopped in this area, but I did not move the furniture like I did today. So, and really get up under the couches is good. So I'm just going to go ahead and just quickly do that one more time before I put this coat on and let that, while that's drying, I'm just going to dust up here in this area. Because again, that Swiffer, because it's not a lot of saturation, it doesn't get, really soaked. It dries so much faster than using a mop. So in hindsight, I probably should have moved that big couch, but Mama was tired. Now that this room is dry, I can go ahead and move the furniture back in its place. Okay, so while everybody is still sleeping, I'm gonna go ahead and break down this office area. So I gotta move everything out of here and vacuum it or sweep it and mop it and put the ultra finish coat on the floor. Now this room does not have a ceiling fan in it, so it took a little bit longer for it to dry. So I'm going to take the other side of my microfiber mop and try to dry, just wiping it dry so I can go ahead and do the waxing. there's a pumpkin sighting. She's awakened. Her grandpa sent her some money, so she got an Amazon gift card and a Roblox gift card. So she went to show it off. This room is dry, so I'll go ahead and start moving everything back in. So I'm gonna open up the blind here. My husband said it smells fine. He said it actually smelled good, but I thought it was a tad bit strong of a scent in that smaller room since it doesn't have any circulation in there. But that's it. There's my floors. 2 quick, easy, cost-efficient steps to just mop in and cleaning your floors and making them look brand new again. Progress over perfection is what I always like to say. Just a little bit at a time. Doesn't have to cost a whole lot of money to get your house to look as nice as you want it to, or to look as good as it did when you first got it, or just to improve it if you bought a pre-owned home. So just give yourself the time to just get your house done as best as you can. So that's it. Thanks for watching.